Welcome back. In this lesson, we'll be discussing the sort function. To sort our data, majority of us use the sort option available on the Home tab or Data tab to sort data in Excel. Do you know that there is a function in Excel to sort our data as required? Before we proceed, let's look at the definition of sort function in Excel. Excel sort function sorts data in a given column or multiple column or a range in ascending or descending order. This is a dynamic array function. Being dynamic, the function returns an array of values instead of a single value. Also, the result will auto update upon making change to source data. You will get to understand with the aid of example. Now, if you look at this data here now, if you look at this data set now, we have order priority, customer segment, product category. Now, under the order priorities now, we have the low, not specified, that's 2, high, critical, I think that's all. Low, high, critical, and not specified, that's 4. And for this customer segment now, we have the business, small business, corporate, home office, that's 3, consumer, that's 4, and retail. And for the product category now, we have the office supplies, furnitures, technology, and so on. Now, this is the data set we'll be using that will be applying our sort function. So now if you look at the sort function formula now, I've told you if you want to apply any formula in Excel, the first thing to do is bring out your equals to sign, sort. Now, if you click on it now, you will see sort array, sort index, sort order by column. Now we'll take these things one after the other. Now there are different ways we can use to sort out data. Now let's take them one after the other. Let's start with the basic sorts now. Let's apply our formula here now. Equals to sort, click on it, open bracket. Now let's start with the array. Open, shift control arrow down, arrow right. Now close the bracket, click on enter. Now let me increase the cell length. Can you see now? This is just a basic sorting now. If you look at these other priorities now, we have low, not specified, followed by not specified, high, not specified, critical, low, not specified, and low. Now it has actually arranged the other priority now from the it has actually arranged other priority now. That's just a basic sorting now. Alphabetically, this is critical, followed by high, followed by low, followed by not specified. Now that's just a basic sorting now. Now let's look at how to sort according in ascending order and descending order now. Let me just name it here basic sort. Let me name this as ascending. Ascending order. Okay. Now let me apply the formula now. Equals to sort. Click on it. Now our array, shift control arrow down. Don't forget arrow right. Now comma. Now you put 2 comma. Now it's telling us, are we sorting ascending or descending now? Let's start with the ascending now. Close the bracket. Click on enter. Can you see now? Let me increase the cell length now. It has actually sort this data set now, ascending from the lowest to the highest. That's the other priority now. In a situation we want to sort by descending order now. Now let's just undo this and let's apply our formula again. Equals to sort. Click on it, control arrow down, arrow right. double comma. Now ascending order, that will be -1. Close the bracket, click on enter. Can you see now? It have actually changed it what? From the what? From the highest to the what? To the lowest. Or from the what? From the least of the alphabet to the what? To the what? To the highest. That's the what? In the case of what? Descending order. Now in a situation now, when we sort ascending order, we have what? The critical to be what? To be first. Now when we now sort descending order, we have the what? We have the not specified to be what? To be first, while the critical to be the last option here. Now in the case of ascending order, you have a what? A positive number. In the case of descending order, you have a negative number after the 2 comma. Take notes. Let me undo this. Okay. Now with this, now if you look at our other priority now, it actually tells us that what? This data is in what? Descending order. Compared to this now, compared to when we have this critical at first now, that one is actually telling us that what? Their data set is in what? Ascending order. Now let's try sort by specific column now. To sort the data by a specific column, we use the second argument, which is the sort underscore index. Let's see how to sort data by a column of our choice now, using this same example now. Instead of this column 1 now, which is the order priority, let us sort the data by column 2, which is the customer segment now. To do this now, let's apply our sort function now. Let me just undo this last action now. Okay. Let me delete everything here. Now. Okay. Let me just change this. Now let me change this to sort by specific column. I think we are fine now. Now let's apply our formula. I said earlier on that we'll be using the second column now. Let me start from here. Equals to sort. We'll click on it, open bracket, bring your cursor here. This is our data range. Shift Control arrow down, arrow right, arrow right. Now, comma. Now we are using said array. This is our array. This is the data range now. This is the range we are using from order priority. That's from B3 to D17. Now, what's our sort index? We'll be using sort index now because we want to sort by a specific column. Whenever you are sorting by a specific column, you'll be using what? Sort index. Now, we want to sort by column 2, that's the what? Customer index. This is our first column, second column, third column. Close the bracket, click on enter. Can you see now? It has actually sort by what? By a specific column. Now, if you observe now, here now we have what? For customer segment now, we have small business as first. And the last year is what? Home office. Now, if you look at it now, it has actually sorted what? Alphabetical order now by a specific column, which is what? The first one now is what? Consumer, followed by corporate, followed by home office, retail, and the last one is what? Small business. Because we what? The command, the formula we applied here actually tells what? That's what? We only sort this second column here. We only sort the only what? The second column here. Now, if you look at it now, This consumer now, can you see now, it's actually what? It has actually sorted by this specific column now. This consumer now, where we have consumer here, if you look at it now, consumer. Now, what do we have for the what? Other priority, I. Can you see it now? Consumer, followed by another consumer again, I. That's how it brings this out. Followed by the next one is what? Consumer again. This is the second one. Third one. Not specified. Can you see it now? That's how to sort by a what? By a specific column. Take note. This is our data range. That's our array. And our what? Our sort index. When you are sorting by a column, you use your what? Sort index. Our sort index is what? That's what? Column 2. Take note. Now let's try another example. The next one we'll be looking at is how to sort by multiple columns. In a situation whereby you want to sort by multiple columns, how do we do that now? Let's see. In order to sort by multiple columns, you still use this same argument. This second argument, sorry. You still use that second argument, which is the sort index, when we apply the formula now. Since we are still on what? On column. However, we will need to include the column that we want to sort in the same order in between. Now, you get to understand with the aid of example now. Now, let's try this example now. Now, what I actually want to do is that I want to sort by this column 1, which is order priority, and column 3, which is product category. Still, let me use this data here. Now, I want to sort by this first column, which is order priority, and I want to sort by, and this third column, which is sales. If you look at this data set now, it's quite different from the one we were using before. This one has what? Sales in millions, order priority, customer segment. These are the sales they make. Now, let's apply our formula now. Okay, let me just beautify what I did here. Shift control arrow down, arrow right, control 1. Let me apply border. Or better still, I can just put color to segregate it. Okay, I think we are fine now. Now, let me move to the next one. Now, let's apply our formula here now. Equals to sort, click on it. Now, our array, shift control arrow down, that's our array, that's the data set, arrow right, comma. Now, if you look at your keyboard, there is a sign that looks like a bracket. Just hold your shift key and click on it. 1, comma, not normal brackets. Now, we said we are using order priority and sales. Like I said earlier, that's 3. Shift, open and click on the sign that look like a bracket again. Now, you've opened how many brackets now? This is the first one and this is the second one, making 2. Close the normal bracket, click on enter. Can you see now? It has actually sort the what? The first column first, which is the order priority. It has actually sort it first. That's from critical, followed by high, low, and not specified. Followed by the what? The third column. It sorts the what? The first column first, and followed by the third column. If you look at the customer segments now, it doesn't touch anything under the customer segment. because we didn't ask the formula to what? To sort the second column. We actually told the what? We actually applied the formula to sort the first column and the what? And the third column. Okay, if you look at the second column now, that's the customer segment. Small business is still remain there, followed by corporate, followed by oh, that's it. If you look at where we have critical now, we have small business here. That's it here. We are right. We have, since our formula is correct. Critical. If you look at critical again, we have corporate. So we have corporate here again. If you look at I, where we have home office, and we have we have I, home office. We have one I to be home office, and we have one I to be consumer, and we have another I to be retail. So I think we are fine. We are progressing. You can just beautify your work. Shift Control arrow down, arrow right. Apply border to it. Now let's use another color this time around. Let's use green. Click on it. Like something to be thick. Now, okay, I think we are fine. Now let me name this as sort by multiple column. Click on enter. Let me increase the cell length. Okay, let me just bold it. Let me use area black. Let me use 12. Okay, let me change this. I'm not a color. Let me use the green I've been using before. Okay, I think we are fine. Sort by multiple column and sort by specific column. Now let's try another example. Now, in a situation I want to sort by multiple column in a specific order. Now, how do I do that? Now, let's see how to do that. Sort by multiple columns. I want to sort by multiple columns in a specific order now. In order to sort by multiple columns in a specific order, we use that second argument that contains the what? The sort index, and the third argument that contains what? Sort order. If you look at our formula now, if I bring out our formula now, equals to sort. This is actually what I'm talking about. You can see after the array, it talks about the what? Sort index followed by the sort order. So we are using the sort index now and the what? The sort order. Take note, when you are doing this, you need to include the columns that you want to sort in that same order. In between like I did in the previous brackets, along with the sort order, whether ascending or descending. You understand what I'm saying now with the aid of example now. Now, this order priority now. Let's sort order priority. Let's sort order priority now as ascending order and sort our column 3, that's sales, in descending order. Now let's apply our formula here now. Equals to sort, open brackets. Now our array, shift control arrow down, arrow right, arrow right. Now let me drag this, okay, comma. Now I said hold your shift key. You see a sign like look like a bracket. Just click on it. 1, comma. Now we said, and we want to make what? The first column as what? First column to be the ascending order. Now, comma, open another bracket, 1, comma, not. Okay, let's make this descending. Now we've made this and the first column now to be the what? Ascending order. Now let's make the second the descending order. Now -1, close the bracket, sorry, shift hold your, close the normal bracket, click on enter. Now if you look at it now, before I drag my cursor back now, this is what we have here. These are our array, the data range we used now. Now the other place we have critical, that's ascending order, followed by high, followed by low, and not specified. And for the sales now, we have 38 something to be the first one now, followed by 248. The difference we have here is that what? It actually sorts this first column, that's the order priority, from what? Ascending, that's from the what? Lowest to the highest, or from the smallest to the biggest. While the third column is actually sorted from the biggest to the what? To the lowest. That's how to sort by what? By specific column. Now let me just beautify my work. Control 1, bring your cursor here. Now let me name this as sort by multiple column in a specific order. Let me increase the cell length a bit. I think we are fine now. Now just to indicate that okay, this is ascending, I believe you know when you are sorting by ascending and descending. Now ascending is when you put a particular positive figure, probably 1, at the back after your array, and descending is when you put a negative number at the back of your array. Okay, now let's continue. Now before I round up this lesson, now the last thing I'll be discussing how to sort from left to right. How do we do that now? By default, sort is always done on rows. This means that position of rows are interchanges. When we do a sort, however, if you have a data in horizontal format now, you need to sort from left to right instead of bottom to what? Instead of top to bottom or bottom to top, like the ascending and the descending order. This is called sort by column. In order to sort by column using Excel sort function now, if you look at what we are doing earlier on now, when we are sorting by columns now, that's when we are using the sort index, that's by column. Now, since we are sorting by left to right now, you use the last argument, that's what? By column. Now, if you look at this formula now, equals to sort. Can you see now? We've used this array for when we are talking about the basic sort index, when we are discussing the what? The by column, that's in whether ascending or descending. Sort order, we've used that. And the last one we want to look at now is what? By column. This is where we'll be using the by column now. Now, you can also just set this argument to be true to sort by columns. However, remember that that second argument, that's sort underscore index, should be on row number instead of column number. Take notes. I'll repeat that again. Remember, the second argument, which is the sort underscore index, should be a row number instead of what? Column number. Using a different data set this time around. Sorry, before we proceed, let me clean this formula here now. If you look at the data set we have here now, we have product category, that's storage and organization, office furnishing, tables, computer peripherals, pens and art supplies, phones and communication, computer peripherals, pens and art supply, and so on. Rubber band. Now, let me just centralize before we proceed. Now, this is the sales we have for it. $261.54 and so on. $2,800, 8 cents, and so on. And this is the unit price. Sorry, let me change this. I made a mistake here. Unit price. Okay, I think we are fine now. Now let's apply our formula to what we said earlier now. Equals to, take notes. Click on sort, open brackets. Kindly follow the way I'm doing it now. Array, our array, that's the range, data range now. Click on it, shift, control, arrow down, arrow right, and that's to the end. Now, let me draw this back. Comma. Now, our sort index. We want this column, this row 1, 2, and 3. We want it to be row 3, comma. Now, how do we want it? Is it ascending or descending? Ascending, comma. Now, sort by column or sort by row. True, we want sort by column. Click on enter. Can you see it now? If you look at it now, I actually apply the formula to bring out it sort it it has actually sort it in in ascending order. Now look at the formula again. This is the range. Now column, and that's the row 3. We look at it now. We have storage and organization first, followed by sales, and followed by unit. That's the 3 we have there. Now followed by ascending order. That's it. That means arrange all those things in ascending order. True. Now take note, in the same way I change this 3 now. Let me just, next way I change this 3 to 2 now. Let's see something. Click on enter. Can you see now? Is there any changes? Let's do it again. Now this is how it is before. Can you see now? It has actually changed. It has actually changed. Take note. This is our third column now. It has actually bring out everything on the word. Can you see it now? Computer peripheral. Can you see it now? This is telling us that what? Alphabetically now. Sorry, in ascending order now. That means the computer peripheral will what? Will come first. Now observe. Let me bring my cursor back now. If I change it again, we are still on by column. We didn't touch by row. Take note. 3. Click on enter. Can you see it now? Where do we have this now? Can you see it now? That was what is what? That was what comes first. In a situation now, you now change it to by what? Let me see. Okay, this formula now. Now, and I'll change this to, let's say, for sort by row, not by column. You know, these are our column, these are rows, and these are our column now. Now, let's say by row now. Now, can you see now? That means you've actually when you've actually applied the formula that what? The rows on the what? On the third column should come first. Now let's see where we have 38 now on the third column now, on the third row now. Can you see it now? This is what we have on the third row now. $38. That's the unit price. That's storage. Followed by the what? The sales, and followed by the storage organization now. That's what? By row. We've actually what? Apply the formula to what? To sort for us using what? By row, not by column. By row, not by column. That means bring out those things for us as ending order and should be on by row, on the third row. Now let me change it now. Take note, observe again. Let's say true. We are click on true, that's by column. Now click on enter. Can you see it now? It has actually bring out what is on the what? What is on the what? On the third column. That's how to what to make use of your salt. I believe you will be able to learn one or two things in this lesson. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on the subscribe button. Also like my videos, so when I drop a new videos, once you click on the notification button, you get notified. Thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.